Fight fans, what's going on? What's goody? What's goody, man? Sitting up in this joint chilling. I'll say rotate device. All right, man. Just took in the Vasil Lomachenko versus Anthony Corolla fight. It's late as hell up in this joint, man. We up in the DMV, man. It's literally like 2:30 in the morning. I just got in a little while ago, so took in the fight. Just thought I'd just kind of give my thoughts on the fight. Not much to really say about it, man. Lomachenko looked pretty damn good. He looked impressive. Footwork was solid. The angles were solid. Did what he normally does. You know what I'm saying? Uses his footwork to kind of frustrate a lot of opponents. And this dude, Anthony Corolla, man, he came in that thing tonight, man, just looking to just survive, it seemed like to me. They said the dude only landed 5 punches in 4 rounds. I mean, that's crazy. Lomachenko limited this dude to 5 punches landed in 4 rounds. That is unheard of. Unheard of. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to Vasil Lomachenko for getting the 4th round stoppage. It could have honestly been stopped in the 3rd round. I thought it was stopped in the 3rd round with everybody jumping in the ring and all that stuff. But, they choose to let it go one more round, and it went to the 4th round. And Lomachenko stopped them with a devastating right hook. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But Anthony Corolla, he came into this fight tonight with 6 losses already. Wasn't nothing much to say about it. You know what I'm saying? He already has 6 losses, so it is what it is. We all expected Vasil Lomachenko to dominate this guy, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Now, moving right along. In a post-fight interview, Vasil Lomachenko, man, Slim, this dude called out Mikey Garcia. Like, Mikey, what's going on, man? Mikey, you want that work? I want Mikey Garcia. So the question that remains is, will Mikey Garcia come down from the 147-pound division and come back down to 135? That's something that we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, remember when Mikey Garcia first came back? He came back to 140 pounds, and then he worked his way back down to 135. Now, though Mikey Garcia is the WBC champion down at 135 pounds, I don't know if Mikey comes back immediately to 135. I mean, I think it would be the best move for Mikey Garcia. The time is now if he wants to face Vasil Lomachenko. But I've asked this question also in the past in previous live streams. If you are Mikey Garcia, would you come back and fight a fighter do business with a promoter that kept you out of the ring for a few years, took you out of the ring for the prime years of your career? Would you do business with that particular promoter? Man, as us boxing fans, I hope the question to that would be yes. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Rocket Strikes, what's up, man? What's goody with you, man? What up, champ? I got Mikey crushing Loma. Just because Spence beat his ass don't mean that them cats can't. Yeah, I feel you, man. Mikey a good fighter, man. I don't take nothing away from Mikey. His timing is dynamic. He actually got one of the tools that I think, man, that gives Vasil Lomachenko some problems. You know what I mean? Vasil Lomachenko got footwork. His footwork frustrates opponents. You know what I mean? And he gets in, he gets out. His hand speed is dynamic, but the one thing that can beat that hand speed and maybe even give him problems with his footwork is the timing of Mikey Garcia. But, I hope they can make that fight, man. I really think that Loma wants that fight. A lot of people are going down the road of saying that Vasil Lomachenko is a hype job and this, that, and the third. Look, man, I used to be on that train. I used to be that dude saying, well, Vasil Lomachenko was a hype job, man. How the hell is he on the pound-for-pound list? Well, he ain't even got 20 fights and this, that, and the third. But then when you look at his resume, you ask yourself, is his resume more impressive than Mikey Garcia's? Is his resume the most impressive at 135 pounds? I think the answer to that is yes. The dude beat Gary Russell Jr. The dude beat, Nicholas Walters. This dude has beat some good Jorge Linares. This dude has beat some hell of a fighters, man. Hell of a fighters. To the point where I just can't call him a hype job no more. This dude has won my respect. Tonight, easy work, showing his levels, you know what I'm saying? Easy work. I just can't say this dude is a hype job for anybody who like to go down there and then beat Guillermo Rigondeaux with ease. Made Rigo quit by hitting the air. Slim, I can't say it, man. I just can't do it. I can't say that. I just honestly cannot say that Vasil Lomachenko is any sort of hype job, man. But when it comes down to him and Mikey Garcia, man, It's going to be a real good fight. I think he gives Mikey a hell of a run for his money. It's a 50-50 fight to me at this point. I'm like Rocket Strikes just said, man. I don't count Mikey out just because he lost to Earl Spence Jr. I'm not going to sit back and say that Mikey Garcia ain't this and he ain't that, all because he lost to Earl Spence Jr. Loma has been in great fights, but he hasn't really been tested yet besides Salido. I don't agree with that, Rocket Strike. I mean, son, he beat Gary, man. He beat Gary. Son, he beat Gary. You know what I'm saying? You don't beat a Gary Russell Jr. and right after losing to Orlando Salido, and then turn around and then go up and weight, and you beating Nicholas Walters, and you beating guys like Jason Sosa. You beating what, Rocky Martinez. You beating Jorge Linares. This is a fight that Mikey Garcia wanted. Son, he beat these dudes. You know what I'm saying? He might have got knocked down against Jorge Linares, but at the end of the day, Jorge Linares is not no slouch. And at 135, Jorge Linares, he beats up most people at 135. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I think Vasil Lomachenko's not only been tested, but the thing is, I think he's on the maybe down curve. Looking at the fight tonight, yeah, he dominated this dude. He dominated Corolla. But at the end of the day, it was like, you know, Corolla was getting some shots in there, man. I seen some little vulnerabilities of Vasil Lomachenko. And what he, 31 years old, he's coming off surgeries. He's got over 300 amateur fights. Slim, you don't have them kind of numbers and not start to wear down. I think, honestly, Vasil Lomachenko being an amateur for as long as he was, it's going to affect him. He's not going to have as nearly as long as a career as maybe most other fighters would. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you have over 300 amateur fights and you stay down as an amateur for as long as Lomachenko has, he put a lot of work in at the amateur level. Slim going to be getting hurt. I heard he hurt his hand tonight. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, Slim, but Gary was off. I like Loma, but he can be beat. I think it would take maybe a Mikey to beat him. It would take a Mikey to beat him because Mikey has timing. Mikey's timing is his best attribute. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is the one thing, timing and patience is the one thing that can possibly beat Lomachenko. Now, Orlando Salido, when he beat him by being an aggressive fighter, doing a lot of dirty punches and things like that. But for Mikey can time Lomachenko coming in. Lomachenko likes to take that little scoop back whenever you start to punch at him. Whenever you start throwing your punches at him, he takes that one step back and gets out of range, and it frustrates his opponents because they can't hit him. Mikey is going to know exactly when to throw his punches. He's going to know exactly when to hold them and basically exactly when to fold them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I mean, he wants Mikey, man. I hope Mikey can come back and make that fight because Vasil Lomachenko is one of these fighters out here today that's honestly looking to unify. He's looking to unify. He says he wants to be undisputed, and all roads to undisputed leads to Mikey Garcia. It leads to Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they make that fight, man. We all know that tonight's supposed to have been Richard Comey. Richard Comey, who was the IBF champion, but he injured his hand, so they couldn't make that fight. Yo, Vasil Lomachenko don't want nothing but smoke. He don't want nothing but smoke. You can sit there and not like him and all of this shit, man, because he white dude or whatever the case may be. But, son, he wants nothing but smoke. Sean Newton Boxing, what's up with you, man? What's up with you, Holmes? Long time no see, man. Look, hey, Sean Newton, though. Hey, Sean, you know, I used to be riding Vasil Lomachenko heavy around the Regan Dial time. You know it. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, man. And Sean, I don't know if you know this since you've been back here, bro, but this dude is one my respect. After the Regan Dial fight, what he's done to Jorge Linares, I can't do nothing but respect this dude, son. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. So I got to honestly say Vasil Lomachenko is one of the fighters in boxing that has earned my respect. Yo, Rocket Strike, Sean can tell you, bro. I was never on really the Lomachenko train. I was one of those dudes that Lomachenko had to make me a believer. You know what I'm saying? Make me a believer. This dude came in and made me a believer. I'm a believer. And that's why I say today, I truly believe that a fight between him and Mikey Garcia is really 50-50. It's really 50-50. It may even semi-favor Lomachenko, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I think Loma's the goods, man. Loma do things in that ring that very few boxers of today do. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko top 3. He only wants to prove himself. And I can't be mad at that, Holmes. I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. Rocket Strike says, I think Mikey is going to dominate them little cats. He got issues with Spence, loss, and he going to let them little dudes know that ain't nothing changed. I mean, he got to come back and let it be known. I don't know what the WBC situation is going to be. I hope they come back and let him take place where he left at 135 and see if he can, come back and defend that title. Mikey will duck 135. See, that's the thing about Mikey, man. Mikey in a position where if you duck 130, you can't come back to 135 and not fight Lomachenko. You just can't do it. You can't come back to 35 and not fight Lomachenko. It won't seem right. Now that Jorge Linares has moved up to 140, now that Robert Easter Jr., well, you already beat Robert Easter Jr., there ain't much really smoke at 135. Everybody's going to be calling for Mikey Garcia to face Vasyl Lomachenko. It's no way. Ramirez, okay, Ramirez talking about coming down the chain. But even in the Ramirez case, man, I don't think that name rings the bell. You got Loma calling this dude out in his post-fight interviews. You got Loma saying, like, look, I want Mikey Garcia. How can Mikey Garcia come back down to 35 and not face Vasyl Lomachenko? Michael Stott, what's up, Holmes? How can it happen? You know what I mean? It can't happen. And even if he comes down to 140, which I would love to see him do, if he comes back down to 140 pounds, we already know what he got to face. Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor. He's got to get in there with these dudes. So Mikey is in a position now where, I mean, we all wondering what he's going to do. We know he's fighting this exhibition match he got with Eric Morales coming up, which is for a good cause, which I'm cool with that fight. It's 4-round exhibition. It means nothing, and it's for a good cause. But after that is over, Mikey got to make a decision. It's been reported that, the WBC is trying to talk with Mikey and see, like, look, man, what are you going to do? Ramirez has a big fan base in Cali. And, yeah, Ramirez versus Mikey will be a big fight, given the Mexican fan base, given the Cali crowd. I agree with that, Sean. You know what I mean? It will be a big fight. But at the end of the day, man, it's Vasyl Lomachenko, I think, honestly, overshadows that. Vasyl Lomachenko been wanting Mikey, bruh. He been wanting him. I mean, Slim, this fight is built. This fight is built. Kuma's Deception in the building. What's up, fam? I wouldn't necessarily say he would duck 135. Maybe the Bama want to go to 140 where he'll be healthy. True. I mean, like I said before, Mikey Garcia, when he first came back from his hiatus, he didn't go down to 35. He went down to 140 because he knew that making 135 was going to be a problem. But he got major smoke, bruh. He got major smoke down at 140 pounds. Major smoke. Kuma's Deceptions, I've been saying it from day one. Mikey ducked Loma to fight Spence. He pulled a Kell Brook. I think Mikey gets overwhelmed by Loma. He doesn't handle fast to fight as well. But we know Akuma's Deception that, the only thing that can beat speed is timing. Hey, hit that like button for me while y'all up in here, man. The only thing that beats speed is timing. Mikey's best attribute is timing. We got to be honest about that. I see it as a 50-50 fight, man. I do wonder, how will the weight drain affect Mikey? I do wonder that. You know what I mean? There's mad smoke at 140. That's what Mikey is in a position where you got to choose. If you ain't going to stay at welterweight, which I seriously doubt he's going to stay at welterweight, you got to now choose between 140 pounds and 135. You go to 140, Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor is right there. You go to 135, Vasyl Lomachenko, Ramirez is right there. What you gonna do, Mike? Mikey got so much smoke. Now, I will be politics-wise, the easier fight to make would be at 140 because they all rock with the Heyman side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Haney is the truth. Haney is definitely the truth, man. But I don't think Haney ready right now, Sean. Too early for Haney to mix it up with these cats, man. Silver Salomo says, missed the fight live, but seen the highlights. Corolla got knocked the fuck out by Lomachenko. Yeah, man, it was beautiful. I mean, Corolla wasn't nothing to talk about in the first place, but he was a mandatory fight. So it was kind of cool for him to get this fight out the way. Like I said before, man, tonight was supposed to be Comey. I honestly wish we would have seen Vasyl Lomachenko versus Richard Comey. Then Vasyl Lomachenko would have had credit to possibly 3 belts. 3 belts. How the fuck can anybody call this man a hype job when he was going after 3 belts? Come on, son. Come on, man. Lopez get beats by Loma. Yeah, you know what? That's another thing. Teofimo Lopez, man. Look, Slim, don't rush yourself, Teofimo. I understand everybody big up on Teofimo. Teofimo talking about a fight between him and Lomachenko was a pay-per-view fight. I don't think so. Not right now. Not right now. And Teofimo need to be pacing himself at a better pace. I don't think he's ready for Loma. I think Loma dusts Teofimo Lopez. And truth be told, in Loma's case, it is a high-risk, low-reward type fight for him. This man ain't got a go. This man ain't in the top 5. Why is Loma fighting him? Why would Loma consider it? I don't understand. It's not even Loma's speed. It's the foot speed. Why do you think he has avoided Bud as well? Yeah, Loma's foot speed is amazing, but his hand speed is solid too, man. His hand speed is real solid. It's like, to me, he knows when to conserve his power. He will tap you, tap you, tap you. Get out of the way of your punches. Tap you, tap you, tap you. Get out of the way of your punches. And the minute you start to start curling up a little too much, he lets his power out. DGO, what's up, homie? What's going on? 3 title fights back to back. Coming up in weight. Big moves. Respect, Sean. Respect. And you know, me and you, Sean, we have talked endlessly about Lomachenko, Rican Dial. And you remember all the stuff that we used to talk about, man. Like, bruh, I was always going against you can't do things like that and not win respect. I'm sorry, fam. You just can't do it. DGO says what Loma did, I was expecting Spence to do to Mikey. Yeah, man. I mean, you was expecting him to stop him, basically, in a nutshell. Yo, he stopped this dude in 4 rounds. Corolla landed 5 punches in 4 rounds. 5 punches in 4 fucking rounds, homie. That's crazy, bruh. Even though Corolla came in this thing with 6 losses, and yeah, we was expecting Lomachenko to dominate this dude. Don't get me wrong, but 5 punches in 4 rounds? Son, that's crazy. That's crazy to me, bruh. That's insane. Kilmer's Exception says, if Loma beats Lopez, they'll say he cherry picked him. There's no reward for such a fight. But if Lopez wants to fight, give him that work. Nah, man, I don't think he deserved it. He got to earn that work, man. You can't go up that high the ladder fighting a dude like this, man, top pound for pound champion, a dude who's unified, just because you're talking shit. You got to show us in the ring who you beat. Who you beat. That's how I feel. Lopez can fight. Coleman to get his belt. And Coleman, I think you've been trying to say Coleman to get his belt, and then it's a unification fight. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I can live with that, Sean. I can definitely live with that. That means then Teofimo Lopez then put some work in. But right now, to just walk into a fight with a top pound for pound fighter, for what? Just because you talking shit? Just because you beating the chip in the circuit of boxing? Look, I like Teofimo Lopez. I like him a lot. But right now, bro, you got to show us that honestly you worthy of a Lomachenko fight. There's been other cats at this division putting in work before you. And I ain't trying to be funny. And I like Teofimo Lopez. But son, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Not gonna lie, Loma's power, he looked bigger as well. He's adjusting well to the lightweight. Yeah, he's adjusting well, Kuma's exception. We seen Lomachenko for this particular fight had to strip down to his Fruit of the Looms to make weight. You know what I mean? So it wasn't an easy fight to make weight. The dude had to strip all the way down just to make weight. You know, Bob Arum says that he wants to keep, and Vasyl Lomachenko said it himself, he wants to stay at 135 pounds for a while, maybe even the next 2 years. Yo, if it's going to be hard for this dude to make weight, I don't understand why he don't want to go to 140. It's something to consider. I don't know, man. Lopez is in a hype job, but he's a bit too green. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a bit too green, and he ain't put the work in. I don't consider him a hype job. It's too early to call him a hype job. But I'm saying that he ain't done nothing to earn the fight. Bruh, you got to earn the fucking fight. You don't just get it from talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to know what happens when you step up to the next level. And if you're worthy of that level, I like what Sean said. Go after Richard Coleman. Go after Richard Coleman. Try to get that belt. If you get that belt, then guess what? Then you worthy maybe of a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko because he's going to want that belt. Now you have some value. Now you got some worth. You know what I'm saying? Haney is better than Lopez. I don't know. That's debatable, homie. That's debatable. I don't think Rocket Strikes 89 says, I don't think Loma power would affect Mikey. But Mikey power would definitely affect Lomachenko. I'm with you there, Rocket Strike. I'm with you there 100%, homie. Because Mikey's power is about timing. Mikey is going to sit down on much more of his punches than Vasyl Lomachenko would. Vasyl Lomachenko is going to be looking to get out of the way of punches, and then going to look to tap you until he can weigh you down long enough to start to really let his power go. Mikey's going to be trying to time him with power shots from rounds 1 to rounds 12. So I'm with you 100% on that. I think Mikey's power would be key in a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko, but mainly his timing. Mikey sits down and I think he's trying to say exposed. Mikey sits down on his punches, bruh, and that's what makes him such a dangerous fighter. Vasyl Lomachenko with all that in and out movement, you move in on the wrong shot with a perfectly timed Mikey shot who sits down on his punches, bruh, it's going to be a problem. And Mikey got good footwork himself. Haney may be more skilled, but his lack of power is concerning. That comes with time. He's still young. He's still young. Plus, I don't know if they gave him the 2019 snacks yet. He may be still taking the 2015 snacks. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But as for Devin Haney, man, he's still young. He hasn't gained his man strength yet. I want to see what happens when Devin Haney gets his man strength. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that yet. Got that good hand speed, though. I'm with you 100%. The drop in weight could affect his chin. All that weight fluctuation could hurt him. Are you saying with Mikey Garcia? Yeah. You know, it's never, you know, the story of fighters that go up in weight and they come back down, it never ends good. It never ends good. I mean, look at my main man, Kell Brook. Look at what happened to Mir Khan. He went down against, I mean, he struggled against a Samuel Vargas. You know what I'm saying? Your chin, I mean, he ain't never really had a chin, but your chin, it's always a struggle when fighters go up in weight and they come back down in weight. It's always a struggle. So we got to see if Mikey going to be the same player. So, you know, if the WBC want to give Mikey a soft touch, do we blame him? Just to see where he's at that weight class, to give him proper time to get back into that weight class? I don't know, bro. That's gonna be honestly hard to say. Mikey is a good technical fighter. Kuma's Deception says Mikey is a good technical fighter, but he's so slow. But his timing is so good, Holmes. His timing is so good. I don't know where the hell his timing went against Earl Spence Jr. I don't know what the hell he's seen, what the hell game plan he was doing. I'm lost. We all lost. That shit is like the Twilight Zone. None of us know what the hell he was doing against Earl Spence Jr. Mikey's best attribute is timing. Didn't see it against Earl Spence Jr. He was in the mixing bowl. I don't know what the fuck. But down at 140 pounds, down at 135 pounds, Mikey has shown that his timing is top notch. Top notch. And that would be the X factor against a Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Haney signed up with Dan to get that Luke Campbell, or the Zone to get that Luke Campbell fight. Yeah. What? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't hear that, Sean. Haney signed up with the Zone? Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Damn, I did not hear that. I mean, look, if there's smoke at his weight class to get the Luke Campbell fight, I can't say I blame him. Damn, I did not hear that, bruh. Devin Haney went to the Zone? I gotta look into that, bruh. Thanks for the heads up on that, Mo. God damn. Also, we forgetting about Mikey's body. He doesn't like getting hit there at all. At all. And see, the thing is, though, with Vasyl Lomachenko, he does go downstairs. He does. He go downstairs a lot, but he scoots out, then scoots in, and then he hits you up top, then goes down bottom. Mikey has good footwork, too. Don't discount Mikey's footwork. Mikey has hell of a good footwork. I just don't know, man. And then, remember when they were at that commercial? Mikey felt on his body and felt his arms. I really think that Mikey believes that Vasyl Lomachenko was a much smaller fighter. At the time, he was. He was a much smaller fighter, and he maybe believes that he can take the punches of Vasyl Lomachenko. I don't know, man. Kuma's Deception says Spence's foot speed and hand speed and length confused him. Yeah, and he couldn't use his time in the best way he knew how. You know what I mean? At 140, Josh Taylor beats him. Bang for buck. What's up with you? Says at 140, Josh Taylor beats him. I want to see it. Mikey got nowhere to go. Mikey is in a real tough position where, yo, you got nothing but smoke in front of you, man. Whether it's at 140, whether it's at 135, you got nothing but smoke in front of you. People are going to be holding Mikey, going to be looking at Mikey now like, okay, where you going to go? Whether it's Josh Taylor, whether it's Regis Prograis, where you going to go? Whether it's Ramirez, whether it's Lomachenko, where you going to go? The only thing is politics wise, you know, and like I asked people earlier in the stream, you know what I mean? If you had to do business with a guy who took you out of 2 years of your prime, would you do business with this dude? And I'm talking about Bob Arum. That's going to be tough for Mikey, man. And can we blame Mikey for that? Spence was crushing Mikey to the body, and Mikey didn't fall. Yeah, man, you know, a lot of people always saying that, you know, Spence should have got Mikey up out of there. I tell y'all like this, bro. That was the first fight that we ever seen Errol Spence Jr. fight in that manner. If Errol Spence Jr. would have fought Mikey Garcia the same way he fought Lamont Peterson, the same way he fought Kell Brook, the same way that he fought, say, Chris Algieri, y'all don't think he would have got Mikey out of there? I mean, clearly, for most of that fight, Errol Spence Jr. was trying to outbox Mikey Garcia, and he started to put his foot on the gas towards the later half of that fight. If he would have been fighting from rounds 1 to the end of that fight, the same way he fought all of those fighters, y'all truly don't think that he would have got Mikey up out of there? I mean, a lot of people dogging Earl for that, like, oh, you ain't get little Mike up out of there. But my deal is, though, he fought different in this fight than any other fight that he's ever fought. You can't say that, man. You know, I'm sorry, man. Spence didn't press the action. I agree with you, Akuma's deception. Lomachenko thinks Mikey is easier than the Luke Campbell fight. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And just because, like it's been said earlier, just because Mikey Garcia lost against Errol Spence Jr., a bigger, longer fighter, and shown to be with a better boxing IQ, that doesn't mean that he's going to be an easier fight by any means. The only question of concern when it comes to Mikey Garcia, him cutting that weight back down to 135, how would that affect him? That's it. That's it. From a skill point of view, from what level he's at point of view, nah, bro. Nah, Mikey's still up there, man. Mikey Garcia is Kell Brook 2.0, said he first. Nah, son, he ain't that bad, man. I don't think so, bro. Mikey's still a world champion. Mikey still got a strap. Look here, fight fans. Don't forget, man, Mikey still has the WBC down at 135. You know what I mean? Let's not forget that, man. You know what I mean? Mikey Garcia's Kell Brook. How in the hell does Spence throw over 1,000 punches, but people are saying he didn't press the action? He pressed the action towards the second half of the fight. Man, look, a Rocket Strikes. I'm going to say this, though, bro. I thought Spence fought a beautiful fight. A beautiful fight. You know I feel that way. I thought Spence fought a beautiful fight. But I think that, honestly, Spence was out to prove a point. Critics like myself and others have been questioning Errol Spence's ability to have more tools in his toolbox. He showed us that these are some of the tools that I got in my toolbox. You know what I'm saying? And that's Akuma's Inception said it perfectly. Also wanted to showcase his boxing skills. That's it. You said he said it in the post-fight interview, Sean? Yeah, I ain't believing that, bro. Not by far. Not by far. Spence was hesitant early. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Spence would have fought the same way he fought previous fighters against Mikey, he would have got Mikey ass out of there. It's no doubt in my mind. He would have got Mikey out of it. Mikey was taking too many punches. And even if we don't believe in Errol Spence Jr.'s power, with the accumulation of all of them punches that he started to land on Mikey, man, it would have been lights out. Man, Robert Garcia would have tossed that towel. He would have not sat there and allowed Mikey Garcia to get banged up for all of those fucking rounds. It's just that Spence decided to fight that way in the last, what was that, about 4 or 5 rounds? He started to put his foot on the gas. So, nah, hell nah, bruh. Nah, I mean, anybody who questioned the reason why Errol Spence Jr. did not knock out Mikey Garcia, you tripping. You tripping. Realize what you're talking about. You're talking about a dude who fought way different than any fight that he's ever fought. I'm just not buying it. That's why Mikey pissed him off. Yeah, man, Mikey pissed him off. Yeah, I don't know what the hell Mikey's shown. But all I do know is, if I had a recommendation for Mikey Garcia, I think that Mikey Garcia should work his way back down if he can safely and effectively make 135 pounds, go back down there. Defend your WBC title. Try to get the Lomachenko fight. Lomachenko, I think, injured his hand tonight. He's coming off an injured shoulder. If there's any time to catch Vasyl Lomachenko, I think now is the time. Now is the time. The question is, does Bob Arum really want to do business with Mikey Garcia? That's the question. Now, Mikey got a good claim to fame with Lomachenko as well, because clearly it would definitely be a pay-per-view, right? But here's the claim to fame. He just showed y'all I packed the stadium with 47,000 fans. 47,000. On top of that, did close to 400,000 pay-per-view buys. He got a serious argument to say, look, this is the reason why I'm excited against Vasyl Lomachenko. And this is the reason why I want the bulk of the money. That's the good question. Though Vasyl Lomachenko has more belts than Mikey Garcia, is Mikey Garcia the A-side? Should Mikey Garcia get the bulk of the money? Does Mikey Garcia get a chance to dictate terms? That's a great question. Akuma's Deception says Aaron better get to work. Aaron better get to work. Loma seems to be losing patience with him. Aaron is protecting Loma, but Loma doesn't want the protection. He don't. I mean, look, man, Loma trying to do what he can do. Try to get the fight with Tank. He's trying to get the fight with Mikey. I mean, it ain't but so much that Loma can do, aside from going over to Al Heyman. And other than going over with Al Heyman, at this point, ain't much that Loma can do. They're going to have to pay Mikey. They're going to have to pay. Mikey is coming now into a fight with Lomachenko as a pay-per-view attraction. You have to pay him. Clearly, Floyd Mayweather ain't trying to make the Tank Davis versus Lomachenko fight. So when it comes down to Mikey, you have to throw that bag at him, bruh. He going to say, look, I'm A-side. I got a title. I got a fan base. And I've shown you what I can do on pay-per-view. Me and Lomachenko will maybe even do better numbers. Who knows? That's arguable, man. Sean says his shoulder is better and his show tonight. He said his shoulder was 100% tonight, but from what I'm hearing, that he possibly injured his hand. So I don't know how bad that is, but we'll see. What's going on with Spence versus Porter? Is it happening or not, bruh? Son, it better be happening, because I don't want to be that dude, but I will be going in on my man Earl Spence Jr. Shout out to the homie Black Horseman Promotions. I see you've been riding this topic real heavy. Look, man, I mean, the last thing I heard about it was it's going to be happening in the fall. We was hoping to get it in the summertime. Now I'm hearing that they're negotiating it for the fall. And I'm looking at Earl Spence Jr.'s social media, and he's saying that if I fight this summer, I do. If I don't, I don't. It don't matter against who. We ain't saying nothing definite, and that can be a problem. That can be a problem, son. Orlando, what's up, homie? What's up, family? Family, Orlando Finney in the building. What's up with you, homes? What's going on, man? Up off the late night, bro. We approaching 3 a.m. on here on the East Coast, man. And I just, thought I'd talk about some boxing tonight, fam. Mikey's pay-per-view numbers make him the A-side. Arum should pay him and take his fame after Loma beats him. Like Floyd said, you got to make a sacrifice to get a bigger reward. Agreed. I mean, I think that Mikey may have earned A-side status against Lomachenko. Though Lomachenko is highly decorated, well-respected, top pound-for-pound fighter, even being put on the pound-for-pound list higher than Mikey Garcia. At the end of the day, Mikey bringing numbers. Mikey numbers are well on record. Mikey showed you what he can do on pay-per-view. Mikey showed you what he can do in a big-ass stadium when he got a proper dance partner. Mikey A-side, bro, as of today. Rocket Strike says, I don't think Bob is necessarily protecting Mikey, but I believe Al Heyman is keeping everything in-house, declining Bob's calls. Something fishy about Al. You know what, bro? I've been saying that for a minute. Man. I'm hashtag anti-suit. And Al Heyman is no different. I think he's doing the in-house thing. I mean, look what's going on with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. He definitely doing the in-house thing. There ain't no doubt about it. And maybe he has to because of his obligations to the networks, but he definitely doing the in-house thing, bro. And it's hurting us. It's hurting us, man. It really is. We talking boxing. My main man, Evan Perez, up in this joint. What's up, fam? What's going on with you? Protecting Loma. Loma is definitely not protected. Anybody who wants to say Lomachenko is protected, yo, you tripping. Lomachenko is not protected. Loma wants smoke. Loma definitely wants smoke, bro. Loma exposes Arum this week. He's getting tired of his ass. Yeah, Bob better get it did, bro. Bob, look, man, credit to Bob Arum and ESPN for signing some of the best fighters in boxing. They signed Tyson Fury. They signed Vasyl Lomachenko, and they got Terrence Bud Crawford, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, Possibly, they got 2 top pound for pound fighters. But the problem is, who are they going to fight? Who are they going to fight, Bob? What strings you going to pull? You got to make it happen. And as for Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, you got to make it happen. You can't have this caliber of fighter and not give him no dance partners. I'm telling you, man, Bob gonna run into a brick wall real fucking soon, bruh. He gonna be end up getting like, look, Lomachenko gonna be looking at Bob like, Bob, look, man, I fucks with you and all that. You my main man, but guess what, bruh? I'm tired of fighting. Who this dude Corolla? Do y'all know Corolla said his sparring partners for this fight tonight was Frankie Gavin and Jazza Dickens? UK level fighters? What the? You sparring Gavin and Jazza Dickens preparing for Vasyl Lomachenko? What the hell? Son, Vasyl Lomachenko ain't gonna be doing this, man. He's 31 years old. He ain't got time to waste. He wants Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He wants Devontae Tank Davis. And Bob, you ain't getting it did. They're gonna start looking at you funny, man. Terrence might be happy right now because Terrence getting a good guarantee with ESPN. What he getting guaranteed $3 million a fight? I mean, when you're getting a guarantee like that, no matter against who you fight, and if you do pay-per-view, I'm sure Terrence Crawford gets back in money also. Terrence might be cool. You know what I'm saying? Erm is a funny old dude. His screws are loose. I was listening to Erm talk about he wants to make the Crawford versus Spence fight. And he says that the minute that Crawford beats Amir Khan, then he's instantly on the phone with Al Heyman and trying to make this fight. You know, look, man, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Bob, and this is what I'm saying. Bob is looking for somebody to put the money up. Y'all got to understand something, man. This is the thing. When you deal with Al Heyman fighters and PBC fighters, and they want to be their own boss, which ain't no problem with that at all. The thing is, then, if you're going to be your own boss and you want to say you your own promoter, such as in Errol Spence's case, then guess what, Holmes? You got to put some money up. So you got the money. Here, we'll put our half of the money up. We'll make this fight and we'll put it on pay-per-view. But you got to put some money up. Are you willing to put the money up? That's the golden question. Who from that side is willing to put the money up? I do believe Bob is greedy even at 80 years old. Man, really, greed is in Bob's DNA, son. That's who Bob Arum is, bruh. He is a.k.a. Mr. Greedy. You know what I mean? Loma was pissed with the Corolla fight. He even said that this was a bullshit fight. Yeah, we all knew it was a bullshit fight. We all knew it was a bullshit fight. I mean, he went in there and did what he was supposed to do. Thank goodness for that. You know, he looked spectacular, easy work, the whole 9 yards. It was a bullshit fight. But I'm not going to fault Lomachenko for that. Because at the end of the day, he wanted to face Richard Coleman. Yo, hit the like button for me while y'all up in here, man. Whether you're sliding through, whether you're fam, whether you ain't been through in a minute, hit the like button for me, man. Much love to y'all, man. We up at almost 3 a.m. on the East Coast, man, on a Friday night, son. You hear me, though? Arum is too smart for his own good sometimes. Look, man, I do think Arum want to make the Crawford versus Spence fight. I just think the way the politics of it is set up, somebody got to put some money in the pot. Whether it be Al Heyman, whether it be some sort of promoter over there. Look, Bob looking like, look, we'll be the lead people. See, y'all got to understand how promotion works, man. These fighters kill me when they say, oh, I'm my own boss. But they don't want to put their own money up. If you your own boss and you the man I need to talk to, guess what? Okay, if this fight is going to generate, let's example, $50 million. We're going to put up 25, okay? Do you got 10? Do you got 15? And if you do, put it in the pot. Let's break the purse up and let's see what this fight generates. Promoters put the money up. That's the number. In Floyd Mayweather's case, when he says, I'm my own boss, we got Mayweather promote. They were putting the money up, son. You got to put the money up. You know what I mean? And that is all that Bob Arum is sitting back waiting on. Bob is saying, look, I got to talk to Al because I know, Al, you got the money. And if we're going to do this on neutral ground, if we're going to do this as a co-promotion, the networks, ESPN or Fox or ESPN and Showtime, then guess what? We all got to put up money. So who the fuck on the PBC side gonna put the money up. That's all Bob sit back waiting on, man. That's why people like, that's why Bob like, look, ain't nobody answering the phone. Ain't nobody answering the phone. Bob out here trying to do everything. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be also smart business on the PBC side. Because PBC looking at it like, okay, you ain't got nobody to fight. Terrence Crawford is now in a position where you either going to keep on fighting bums. I think, honestly, a Kell Brook fight would be good for Terrence Crawford. But you will either keep fighting bums or you want the Errol Spence Jr. fight. Well, if you want the Errol Spence Jr. fight, guess what? Errol Spence Jr. is going to be A-side. We making him A-side. If he beats Showtime Sean Porter, if he beats a Keith Thurman, gets another title, then institute a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, we got pay-per-view numbers to show for it. You're going to have to pay my man Errol Spence all the money. And that's what they're trying to do right now. As of today, if the fight was happening tomorrow, A-side would be Terrence Bud Crawford. Easy. Number one pound for pound. Did it in multiple weight classes. Yeah, he may not attract the numbers that Errol Spence Jr. does, but he's more accomplished. So he's going to want the bulk of the money. But if Earl keeps going down the route that he's going, he's going to become A-side. But somebody got to put that money up, son. You can't talk for all business, man, champ. Yeah, man, I mean, all this business shit is terrible, though, Rocky Strikes. Let me see. Oh, you talking to somebody else. All businessmen are greedy. Nothing new. Yeah, I'm going to say this, man. Traditionally in boxing, promoters are greedy. Anybody who agree differently, I don't know what to tell you. All promoters, one way or another, they all want to make money. But in Al Heyman's particular situation, he is not a promoter. He's a manager / advisor, which means he looks out for the best thing for his fighter. And he wants to make Errol Spence Jr. A-side entering into a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. And the best way to do it is to have a pay-per-view record, to show that you're a draw, and to also be more accomplished in the weight class. And that's the route that they're taking him down. Am I happy about it? Fuck no. Fuck no. I ain't happy about it. I want to see the fight. But Al Heyman, as a manager / advisor, that's his job. If Errol Spence Jr. wants to be his own promoter, then fool, you got to put the money up, son. Put the money up. And that's why Bob Arum ain't got nothing to say to Errol Spence Jr. He like, I want to talk to Al because Al got the money. Where is the Indian flute, Keith, at one time Thurman? Hey, son. Hey, he's trading the flute in for the sacks, man. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all niggas this, man. He's trading the flute in for the sacks. Keep chilling, man. Keep chilling. Keith is waiting at, look, man, I was talking to the homie. Shout out to the homie Monty Brown TV. We was having a conversation, right? And I told Monty, I say, look, Monty, you wonder what Keith is doing. This is what Keith is doing. Keith is at the mountaintop. He's on the top at the mountain. He's like, look, I put my work in. I did what I had to do to reach the mountaintop. Now, I need somebody to get up here with me. Every Batman needs a Joker. Every Yin needs a Yang. Every Floyd needs a Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Keith is at the mountaintop. And he's waiting on his partner to dance with. Some say it's going to be Errol Spence Jr. Fine. So he like, Earl, if it's going to be you, go fight up on Showtime Sean Porter. Get you a win. Become unified. You're already a pay-per-view attraction. And guess what? Once you do stuff like that, I'll see you at the top. I see you at the top. I mean, what the fuck y'all want? Thurman is just, okay, don't try. I keep explaining to people, man. I don't understand why people don't understand this. Thurman is the only welterweight that's looking for a super fight. Think about, Thurman ain't trying to be, Thurman looking like, look, I beat Danny. I beat Sean. I might get the Pacquiao. If he beats Pacquiao, he'll have a pay-per-view record. We doing all of this in the final act, in the big show. It's Errol Spence Jr. if Earl can put that work in and beat Showtime Sean Porter. It's Earl, or maybe even beat the Terrence Bud Crawford. It's Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. That's the deal, bruh. There ain't one fighter in boxing ever in the history of boxing that took Tough fight, tough fight, tough fight, tough fight, tough fight. And had a long, successful career. Keith body breaking down. He ain't hitting the same notes on the flute. His body breaking down. He like, look, man, if I get this Pacquiao fight, I'll get this bag. I now have a pay-per-view record to say, look, this is why I'm the A-side. And Earl, I'm on this mountaintop. Come join me, homie. Come join me. Yo, hit the like button for me like my homie Rocket Strike said, man. Hit the like button for me, man. We putting in work at 3 a.m. on a Friday night, man. Or should I say a Saturday morning? Hit the thumbs up for the homie. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all talking about, man. Well, really, it's what's best. Kuma's Deception says it's what's best for Heyman. He gets a cut from his fighters' purses. Absolutely. He surely does. I mean, look, man, in Heyman's case, man, look, it's not so much was, I guess you could say because he got his own brand, but he has an obligation to look out for the fighters. And this is the problem when you have all of these fighters. They all got wants and needs and demands. Look at Showtime Sean Porter. I'm sure his fight with Earl Spence Jr., he wants it to be on pay-per-view. He probably told Al, if I fight Earl Spence Jr., I need to be on pay-per-view. But I'm saying, man, I mean, come on, man. I mean, they all got wants and needs. Kuma's Deception says Thurman is so disappointing, but he's playing a smart business move. I mean, it's a smart move. It's a very smart move, I think, what Keith Thurman is doing. And I agree with him. Why? I mean, look, bruh. At the end of the day, Keith one-time Thurman is the #1 welterweight, bruh. When it comes to accomplishments, he's #1. So why shouldn't he be worthy of a big-name fight, of a super fight? Why shouldn't he be worthy of a super fight that can be put on pay-per-view? He's worthy of it. He just needs the proper dance partner. And he's giving these cats chances to become a dance partner. He released the WBC. He said, okay, look, here's one of my belts. Y'all fight for it. Whoever can get this belt, then I'll see you. Get the belt. He ain't asking much. All he asking from these welterweights is to do what I did. To do what I did. Don't become businessmen. Don't get on the pay-per-view and then, and act like you big shit. No, get unified and come join me. And then when you do that, guess what? We got to see each other. And we're going to do this thing on a big level. It's a smart move, bruh. It's a smart business move, man. It's a smart move, man. Thurman might retire if he beat Manny. Nah, man, I don't see that, bruh. I don't see Thurman retiring. I think Thurman at least takes a crack at Spence, man. It's just about timing, man. It's just about timing. I think he takes a crack at Spence. That's that flute sound, Michael Stott. Hey, Michael Stott, I'm going to tell you like I just told the homie earlier. He's going to trade the flute in for the sax. My man is going to be Keith Sax Time Thurman. I'm sorry, bro. Come on, man. Keith need to get that saxophone. You dig what I'm saying? Get more jazzy with it. The ponytail to be blown in the wind and shit. Man, come on, man. Going to be Keith playing the sax. The homie Orlando Finney says Earl ain't trying to take that WBC fight because of that VADA testing. He might need to holler at Conti and get them snacks. Hey, I've been hearing that type talk, but Earl better do it, man. I'm giving him time. I'm giving him space. They say Earl on vacation. They say he down there enjoying his time. Hey, look, I'm giving him time and I'm giving him space. But if I don't see Showtime Sean Porter next, I'm going all the way in. All the way in. I went all the way in on Showtime Sean Porter. Anybody can get it. Y'all know it. Anybody can get it. So guess what? If I went in like that on Showtime Sean Porter, I got to go in like that on Earl Spence Jr. If Earl Spence, we've been giving Showtime Sean Porter the blues for months, man. For months, huh? You think I'm going to sit back and go in on Earl? Fuck no. I'm going in on Earl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say he don't want to take that VADA test, man. He been testing for VADA. The only difference is he ain't been doing that clean boxing program. Michael Stott says, never mind me. I'm lit as fuck all day. Hey, I ain't mad at you, son. Turn up. It's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. Everybody who on here lit the night. Hats off to y'all, man. If you work hard all week, if you put that work in all week, turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Turn the fuck up. Rocky Strike says Timberland and Magoo Keefe. You wrong for that, homie. You real wrong, man. My boy Joe 56984 says people keep sleeping on Keith. I don't get it, Holmes. I don't get it. He put his work in, man. He put his work in. Come on, man. Pay-per-view will blow with the sax. If Keith come walking to the ring with the saxophone instead of a flute and sit on the beach or got the snake coming out the basket or whatever the fuck, if Keith come walking to the ring with a saxa, hey, he will blow the roof off that joint, bro. He will blow the roof off that joint. He needs a new image makeover and he needs the sax. You know what? I'm hitting Keith up on Instagram tomorrow, and I'm going to say, Keith Thurman, do us all a favor and trade that flute recorder, whatever the fuck you call that damn thing, and trade that damn thing in for the saxophone, homie. Rocky Strike says, Slim, I put money on Spence. Spence been dirty. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Thurman gives Bud the most trouble, in my opinion. Look, man, I think Thurman gives Bud the most trouble, and I think Thurman gives Spence the most trouble. And everybody think that Bud gives Spence the most trouble. I don't know. I love Bud. #1 pound-for-pound fighter in my book, without a doubt. But what I seen with Bud and David Benavidez, I didn't like. It's something I've been kind of compressing over the last few videos. What I seen in that fight, I truly didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like. Benavidez was landing right hands at will on Bud until Bud decided to move. Benavidez could not move. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Bud, that dude, Bud is still my dude, and I still want to see the fight. I got nothing but love. I think Bud is going to knock Amir Khan into the middle of last month. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I still think Keith Thurman has the most complete game at welterweight. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I don't see it, son. I don't see it. I don't see it. Keith is my favorite welterweight. I'm just poking fun. Oh, okay. All day, all day. Ronnie Boy Fresh, what the hell you doing up, home? It's 3 in the morning, man. It's 3 in the morning. What's up with you, fam? There you go. Ponytail Keith. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Show my man some love, bruh. Show my man some love, man. Come on. King Crawford always wanted Ponytail. Spence Jr. just the most active out of the two. Look, man, at the end of the day, man, look, somebody got to fight somebody. Whether it be Crawford versus Thurman, whether it be Crawford versus Spence, whether it be Spence versus Thurman, Spence versus Porter, we at a point at the welterweight division where we ain't tolerating no more bullshit. Son, we not tolerating no more of these fighters not fighting each other. It's way too much smoke. It's way too much smoke. I don't know how Bob Arum's going to lure these dudes across the street. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take a big offer. And, you know, these PBC fighters know that ESPN got a big bag of money. It's going to take a lot. But it got to get done, bro. It got to get done. King MD13, what's up, Holmes? What's going on, man? Benavidez don't have movement either. And that's what I'm saying, bro. King MD. That Benavidez fight scared me, bro. Like, a Ronnie Boy Fresh. And you got to admit this too, son. Crawford was getting touched a lot by right hands in that fight, man. And we sitting back talking about what he going to do to Spence and what he going to do to Thurman. Benavidez was touching him nice, and Crawford started to use his movement in that fight, and that gave him the edge because Benavidez couldn't move. But what would have happened if he could have moved? I always wonder that, man. And I got nothing but love for T-Bud. Y'all already know it. Keith will be the Kenny G of boxing. Hey, no, boy. Hey, so Keith is the Kenny G of boxing. One of these days, Keith is if he beats Earl Spence Jr., I can see Keith climbing to the 3rd turnbuckle, whipping out that flute, playing a melody in front of the whole audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm Slim. It's gonna be his greatest moment of his entire career. Keith Flute Time Thurman. I'm looking forward to the Shields Hammer fight. That's going to be Fight of the Year candidate. Orlando Finney, you ain't never lied. Yo, fight fans, tomorrow night we will be live for that particular fight. We will be calling that fight live. Everybody tune in. Shields and Hammer, the #1 fight going down this week. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all see that weigh-in? My girl made weight. Clarissa looking good. Clarissa looking solid in this joint. Hammer looking good too, man. They both made weight, man. Hey, Slim, this is one of the most significant fights this year. Show love to the ladies tomorrow, man. Don't miss that fight. For all you cheapskate motherfuckers out there, don't stream the fight. You know what I'm saying? The shit is going down on Showtime. Watch the damn fight. You know what I mean? Watch the damn fight. Keith, you gonna crank a pocket on them Chicago's. You need to call a Big G, the whole squad, backyard, all of them. Yeah, man. Keep enjoying a go-go band with that flute. I think a go-go band here in the DC area, we will welcome Keith Thurman's flute any day of the week. That thing might crank on the low. We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That joint might crank. Danny Garcia, Duck Bud. Joe 56984, you ain't never lied. See, when we talk, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, when we talk about everybody that's Duck Bud, it's like we leave Danny Garcia out the conversation. The number one fighter, honestly, that should be fighting Terrence Crawford is Danny Garcia. It ain't Keith Thurman. It ain't Earl Spence Jr. It's Danny Garcia because of their history in the amateurs, because they are split 1-1 in the amateurs. They got unfinished business. You know what I'm saying? But they don't, it's like, man, I don't know what's up with Danny. Danny won't wear pink suits. Danny won't fight the bum, skippity bum. Danny's like Peter Quillen to me right now. You know what I mean? It's like you want to get the highest money for these bums. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. What up, homie? Thurman has way more ring generalship. Thurman is a problem for anybody at welterweight. I'm sorry, man. Ronnie Boy Fresh says Benavidez has a 76-inch reach. That's true. That's true. He has a long-ass reach and he's a tall dude. But my thing is, though, bruh, I did not like the way Crawford was getting in touch with them right hands, fam. I did not like that. That's not a good sign to me. And I'm not saying that Keith and them can do that. But I'm just saying, for him to be so susceptible to a right hand like that, but Crawford had to find his way to the inside. So you're right. You're right. Michael started in the $2 super chat. Thank you, homie. Much love to your family. If you hit 50 viewers, I send 5 more. Cheers. Much love, Holmes. We'll see, man. It's late, bro. It's late. I hope I do, man. If I'd have came on a bit earlier, we would have definitely surpassed that, man. But, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm just here for everybody who up with me tonight. All right, y'all, get y'all Keith memes going, man. Look, man, y'all ain't gonna be joning on my man Keith tonight, man. Hey, yo, man, y'all gonna leave my man Keith alone. Ronnie Boy Fresh, you already give me enough heat over Keith, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it or not, Benavidez is still a top 7 welterweight. I got Jose stopping everybody but Crawford, Spence Jr., and Backyard. Man, nah, man, I don't know. That remains to be seen. He ain't got that win. He ain't got that big win enough for me, man. I don't know. Top 7 welterweight. Man got a gunshot wound to his leg, bro. I mean, it's a hard call. Khan might touch him. Khan might touch him too. Khan is faster than Benavidez and can move better. Yeah, look here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm expecting Crawford to get Khan up out of there. I'm expecting Crawford to get Khan up out of there. There ain't no shorts on this shit. Because what I seen what Samuel Vargas did, everybody, I'm expecting Crawford to get Khan up out of there. Let's be 100. If we seen Amir Khan facing Earl Spence Jr., we will all expect Earl Spence Jr. to get Khan ass up out of there. Amir Khan admitted himself this week in an interview that one of the reasons that he doesn't want to face Kell Brook because stylistically that fight doesn't suit him because he's afraid that Kell Brook will get him out of there. I'm expecting for Terrence Crawford to get him out of there, fam. Real shit, man. Real shit, man. Rocket Strike, all right, 89, man. Hey, see you on the next live stream, homie. Hit that like button and I'm out. Much love to you, man. It's getting late, man. It's late on this side of the tracks, man. Danny needs to quit acting all diva. Dude needs to realize his losses. I agree. I agree. Danny on some shit where he thinks that, oh, if I beat Granados, I'm back in the mix. That don't mean you back in the mix, Mo. That don't mean you back in the mix. You need to get that big win. Since Danny came to welterweight, he is nothing like the same dude he was at 140 pounds. Nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like it. He ain't in the mix no more. Khan been stretched too many times. Equilibrium might be off, bro. Equilibrium may be off. Khan is not winning the round. I got a stack. Meet me at the weigh-in with them blue faces. Man, shit. I don't believe it either, Holmes. Hey, look, man. Look. I'm expecting Crawford to deal with this dude. Easy work. That's what I'm telling you, Ronnie Boy Fresh. I'm expecting for him to deal with him with easy work. I ain't expecting for it to be no bullshit. I ain't expecting for no struggles. I ain't expecting for Khan to go in there and shine. I'm expecting for Crawford to get his ass out of there. All of that bullshit, you know, oh man, you know, all that bullshit about, oh, Khan gonna shine for this amount of rounds and this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm expecting for Crawford to get it out of there, bro. Okay, Michael, stop. Much love to you, family. Much love to you. Hope I catch the next talk, man. Come on through, man. You always welcome up in this joint, man. You always welcome. Much love for stopping through, family. Hit the like button for me on the way out if you ain't already hit it. Cinnamon Savage, salute, fam. Salute, salute. Everybody in here tonight, man. It's late on the East Coast, man. What time we approaching up in this joint? Damn, it's 3:41. We approaching 4 a.m. in this joint, bruh. Hit the like button for me, man. Hit the like button for me. I gotta check Teofimo's temperature next week. Okay, we're gonna be seeing it, man. I'm definitely gonna be keeping eyes on Teofimo Lopez on the undercard of the Amir Khan and Terrence Bud Crawford fight. So I love to see what it look like too, man. Real talk. You got yourself a new subscriber. Hey, Cinnamon Savage. Welcome to the family, Holmes. Welcome to the family. Everybody, man, show love to Cinnamon Savage, man. Welcome to the family, bro. You know, man, I hope you was here for most of the live stream, man. I'm about to get ready to shut it down. It's going on 4 a.m. here on the East Coast, out here in the DMV. Much love for everybody that rock with me tonight, man. Cinnamon Savage, welcome to the family. Yo, Vasil Lomachenko, I'm going to just finish off with this, man. Vasil Lomachenko defeats Corolla, 4th round stoppage. Easy, easy work. Show the man some respect. He deserves it. He earned it. This dude is a top pound-for-pound fighter. He's beaten hell of a champions in every weight class that he's moved up. He's beaten, you know, Gary Russell Jr., Nicholas Walters, Jorge Linares. The list goes on and on. He wants Mikey Garcia. I think that'd be a hell of a fight. As of today, I see it as a 50-50 fight. But I'm telling y'all, man, Vasil Lomachenko, I do see signs of slowing down. Oh, okay, you hit the notification bell. Much love, Mo. Much love to you, man. Much love, man. Catch the next one, man. Y'all know every Wednesday, every Sunday, this coming Sunday, we will do a We Talking Boxing segment, and we will be live for Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer, man. So tune in tomorrow night, fam. Tune in tomorrow night. We will be live, man. Or should I say tonight? And we will be live for the ladies tonight, man. So I say there's a 50-50 fight between Vasil Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia, and I hope they can get that fight done. We'll see, man. But to the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum, and Instagram, Main Man Made Man. I see everybody out tonight, man. Much love for y'all rocking with me at 4 a.m. King MD, Main Man, I respect your hustle, bro. Got it crash. Tomorrow it's on. # Lady Work. Tune back in here. Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer. History will be made, and we're going to witness it firsthand together. To the next video. Peace out.